Hello friends, this is JK. Welcome back to my YouTube channel IT Learning Lab, and today I'm going to learn you something new with respect to Citrix. So today in this video I'm going to learn you that how we can add more CPU and more memory in the VDIs which are deployed using the MCS services, that is machine creation services. So we are working in the organization, and we came to a situation where we got a request from the customer, from the users, that okay, they are getting performance issue with their VDIs. They are not able to use it properly, and that is because the CPU and RAM is very less. This time the customer is asking to increase the RAM and the CPU into the desktop which are deployed using the MCS machine creation services. So guys, without wasting your time, let's start. Okay, so we actually use the master templates to deploy more VDIs or more desktop using the machine creation services. And if we want to change anything, like if we want to change any application, any settings within the OS, this is something we need to do on the master image. That is something I believe you already know about it. So like this way, we sometimes think that okay, we want to increase more CPU and more memory, more RAM. So we can do it using the master template, right? We can add more CPU, more memory into the master template, and then we can roll out the updated templates to the respective VDI's catalog, right? So let me tell you friends, this is not the right way to increase the memory and CPU into the desktop deployed using the machine creation services. And also these changes is only applicable for the VDIs which will be deployed after making the changes. So let me show you that how we can do this. So for this I will log into my Citrix server. Let me log in. Okay, so my Citrix server name is DDC server, that is desktop delivery controller. And after logging to my Citrix server, I will open the Citrix Studio just to show you that in which catalog I'm going to add more CPU and more memory. Okay, so let me open the Citrix Studio. So friends, till the time the Citrix Studio is loading, let me show you that how much memory and CPU I have on my desktop which are deployed using the machine creation services. So let me go to my vCenter server. Okay, these are my desktop which I have deployed using the machine creation services. So let me show you that what is the configuration. So the configuration is I have 512 MB of RAM and one CPU. Okay, so yes, obviously because I do not have much resources available on my laptop, so I cannot run my lab with more resources, else it will slow down my laptop performance. Okay, so let me cancel this. As you can see, I'm having 512 MB of memory and one CPU. Let me cancel this, and let me go back to the Citrix server again. Okay, so here you can see now it's the Citrix Studio is loading. So guys, you can see that the Citrix Studio is open, and now we will go to machine catalog, and from the machine catalog we will select the respective desktop catalog, the machine catalog on which we want to increase the RAM and CPU. Okay, so you can see that I do have two catalogs here, two machine catalog here. One is server team and sales team. So you might have some other name like XYZ catalog, machine catalog in your organization. Okay, so as this is my testing lab, so I have just created two catalog here, and that is only for the testing purpose. Okay, so let me show you that how much. Okay, so I want to increase the RAM and the CPU which are in this sales pool, sales VDI pool. Okay, so let me open this pool. Okay, so these are the two VDIs, and I want to increase the RAM and CPU within this sales pool machine catalog. So for this, what we need to do is we need to open the PowerShell, run the PowerShell as administrator, and on the PowerShell window you need to type ASNP Citrix. So, and this command we need to run to load all these Citrix CMD okay. Okay, and after completing this command, what we need to do, we need to type another command to check that how much CPU and RAM is there in the particular machine catalog. So we need to run this command, get dash prov prove scheme, and type the VDI catalog name. So my machine catalog name is sales dash pool. Okay, so that is actually I did a mistake again. It's there is no space my in within my catalog machine catalog name. So let me run this command, and okay, in the CPU count you can see that I only have one CPU, and in the memory MB I do have only 512 MB of memory. Okay, so to increase the RAM and CPU, what we need to do is we need to run another command again on the same PowerShell window. We will run this command. So it's a set PROV SCH prov scheme space dash PROVISIONING provisioning SCH dash provisioning scheme space. Here we will type the catalog name to add more CPU and more memory within the desktop. Okay, so my machine catalog name is SALES sales dash pool, type space dash VM memory MB and the memory in MB. Like I am having 512 MB of memory within my desktop, so I want to add like 1 GB of memory. So I will type here 1024 for increasing RAM from 512 MB to 1 GB. Okay, and now I will hit enter. So what is the command? The command which you need to type is set prop scheme space dash provisioning scheme space your catalog name and then space dash VM memory MB and then the memory size in MB which you want to add. Okay, so after that hit enter, and now the command is successful. If you want to verify, then you can run that the previous command again, that is get dash prove scheme. So yes, of course I also want to check whether the memory has been increased from 512 MB to 1024 MB. I need to type get dash prove scheme and then the machine catalog name, so it's sales dash pool. Okay, so in the memory MB you can see that yes, now it's showing 1024 MB, so it has been added into the machine catalog. Now I need to add one more CPU here. So for CPU you just need to type the same command, you just need to change the VM memory parameter to VM CPU. Okay, so I will just press my up button to get the command. Yes, so this is the command which I ran previously to increase the memory. So I will change the CPU here instead of VM memory. So I will type here VM CPU count VM CPU count, and I will type here to 2. Okay, because I want to increase the CPU from 1 to 2. Okay, so this is the command set probe scheme dash space dash provisioning scheme space your machine catalog name space dash VM CPU count and then the CPU number you want to add, like 1 2 3 4. Okay, whatever it is, it's depend up to your resources availability. Okay, so after typing this command I just press enter, and you can see the command has been completed successfully. Let me run the command to get the information that whether the changes has been applied on the machine catalog or not. So get PRO probe scheme, and then machine catalog names as sales dash pool. Okay, so you can see that the CPU count has been updated to 2 and the memory has been updated to 1024. So now what is next? Is this done? No, this is not the end here. Now what we need to do is we need to run the update wizard on the machine catalog. So let me go back to the machine catalog, and on the machine catalog I will select the catalog name in which I have added the CPU and memory. So the catalog name is sales pool. I will select the sales pool catalog here, and I will right click on it. I will click on update machine. Okay, on the update machine wizard, just click on next, and on the next screen it will load the all the resources like the virtual machines, like the virtual templates, the master images. I'm using master VDI01 for this sales pool, so I will select this and then the snapshot within that master template, and we'll click on next. And from here you can choose the rollout strategy. We will select this first option and then click on next, and then again finish. So now it will start the updating the VDI's pool, the VDIs within that VDI's machine catalog. So we need to wait till this task get complete. And once you run the update wizard, you can similarly you can go back to your hypervisor. It's either vCenter server or Hyper-V or Zen server, and you can see whether the task is running or not. So I'm on my vCenter server, that is my hypervisor, and you can see that the Citrix Studio has sent the command to create a disk from that snapshot, and then this disk will be used, will be mapped to all the VDIs within that catalog. On the Citrix Studio you can see that the progress bar is about to complete. So let's wait some more time to get this complete. So guys, you can see that the update wizard has been completed, and now what we need to see that whether the changes which we have made on this sales VDI pool is has been applied or not. So for this what we need to do is we can go back to our hypervisor and we can check the VDIs which belong to that respective machine catalog. Okay, so I will go to my vCenter server. I'm just having two VDIs, two desktops, so it's easy for me to check within the hypervisor. But what in case if you are having multiple VDIs, like in number of 100, 200, 500, thousands, then how you can see that whether the desktop has been updated properly or not. So in this case you can check from the director, or you need to open the director on the web browser, and on that director console I need to log in with my credential. So it's server is okay. I need to also type the domain name. Sorry. Okay. It's JK Lab, and then click on log on. And on the director console we'll click on filter and machines, and then all machines, and in all machines we'll click on filter by, and then in filter by just select pending image update, and the other window is other selection is select as is. In the third row select yes. So it will show you that whether the image, whether the VDIs which are pending with the updates are there or not. So you can see that my both the VMs has been updated, like the one VM is showing already showing configured, like here reconfigure, and the second one is also showing like reconfigure. So as you can see, my all the desktop, not all, only I have only two, so has been updated within that machine catalog. So it's not showing any desktop here which are pending for the updates. Okay, now we will go back to our hypervisor to see whether the desktop has been updated with the 1 GB of memory and 2 CPU. So let me check my one desktop, that is Win10 VDA002. I click on edit settings, and then from there I can see that it is still having 512 memory of RAM and one CPU. What happened? We already did updated the machine catalog, we already run the command, we added the memory and the CPU also within that machine catalog, and we run the update wizard. Still we can see that the VMs are not updated yet. So guys, so this is the point where I told you the change which we are making actually is not applicable for the existing VDIs. These changes is only applicable for the new VDIs or the new desktop. If we are going to create a new desktop within that machine catalog, then those settings will get applied to that new desktop. So let me show you how this is gonna affect the new desktop. So for that I will go back to my Citrix server, and then I will click on the machine catalog, and on that machine catalog just right click on the machine catalog on which we have make the changes, and just click on add machine. So what I'm going to do here, I already have two desktop here, and I did check that those are not updated with the new changes which I made on the machine catalog. So I'm just trying to add one new desktop within that machine catalog, so that I can see whether the new changes like 1024 MB of memory and two CPUs is applying on the new machine in new desktop or not. So that is something I'm going to do here. On the add machine wizard, I will type the machine number, how many machines I want to add here. So for now I'm just want to create one more machine, so I will leave it one as by default, and will click on next. And for the computer accounts, so we'll select the correct OU in which you are putting your machine account names, and then click on next. And on the summary page just click on finish, and let this wizard create one new machine, so that we can see that whether the new machine is having the changes which we have made on the machine catalog. So let's wait for this wizard to complete. As you can see that the wizard has been completed for adding new VM or new desktop within that machine catalog. So as now you can see that the number of machines are showing as 3. So let me go back to my hypervisor just to see that whether the new machine has been created or not. So as you can see, like I was having VDI 001, 002, and now I can see one new VDIs, that is 003. So if I select that VDIs, and then if I go to the edit setting, I can see that new changes is applying for the new machine, new desktop. So that is a good news. So that's proof that whatever changes we are making on the machine catalog is not actually applying, is not actually feasible for the and applicable for the existing desktop, is only applicable for the new desktop within that machine catalog. If we are creating new desktop within that machine catalog, then the new changes will only be applicable for those, not for the existing desktop. So now question is come, then how we can fix the new changes for the existing desktop. So for this guys, there's no way apart from deleting the existing desktop from the machine catalog and then recreate them again. And you just need to perform three things. Just remove the existing desktop from the machine catalog, from the delivery group, and then delete the desktop from the machine catalog, and then delete the desktop from the hypervisor, and then recreate them again. So let me do this for one desktop here. What I will do, I will open my machine catalog. So within my machine catalog, suppose I want to delete this 002. So I will put this in maintenance mode. You can see the maintenance mode is showing as on, and then again right click on the desktop, click on remove from delivery group, and then click on yes. And again you can see that the desktop has been removed from the delivery group, and now you need to right click on the desktop again and then click on delete. So this will delete the the desktop from that machine catalog, not from the hypervisor. Okay, so we'll select here only remove the virtual machine from the catalog, but not delete the virtual machine, because sometimes it's happened that during running the deletion from using the Citrix Studio, it does not delete the desktop properly. So in that case, we might be in trouble. If the machine is not deleted properly, then we will not be able to recreate it. Okay, so make sure that you have selected this option so that we can delete the machine manually. We can use the script to delete the multiple VDI desktop if we are having in the environment. So here we'll select uh, this first option and then click on next, and then click on finish. So this will remove, this wizard will remove the desktop from the machine catalog. So guys, you can see that the desktop which is 002 has been removed from my machine catalog. Now I need to delete that particular desktop from my hypervisor. So I will go back to my vCenter server, and then I will select the VDI 002. I will right click on it and click on delete from disk. So this will delete the desktop from the hypervisor also, so that we can recreate it again using the add desktop wizard. So the machine has been deleted from the hypervisor. Now we need to go back to the Citrix Studio to add the machine again. So we'll click on machine catalog into the Citrix Studio, and in the Citrix Studio right click on the machine catalog and then click on add machine. Okay, and on the add machine wizard, I just deleted one desktop from that machine catalog, so I will keep it as one, and then click on next. And on the next screen you just need to select the use existing Active Directory accounts, because we are adding the existing account, we are adding the existing desktop, we are creating the existing desktop. So we'll select the use existing Active Directory accounts and then click on browse. And if you want to add multiple desktop, multiple VDIs to add into the using the use existing Active Directory accounts, you can just click on the import wizard, and from the import wizard you can select the CSV file which has all your desktop name defined in that file. So you can you can add the multiple desktop like this way. As I have only one desktop, so I will click on browse, and then I will type the desktop name here. So it was Win10 VDI 002. Click on check names and then click on OK. So this will add the desktop here, and computer account password management, just select this first option, reset all accounts password, and then click on next, and then click on finish. So this wizard will recreate the desktop which you have deleted previously. So you can see the progress bar, it's running the task to recreate that desktop again. So guys, the adding machine wizard task has been completed. Now we will go back to our hypervisor to see whether the VDIs has been created or not. However, you can see on the machine catalog itself that it is now showing as 3 machines within that machine catalog. So we'll go back to our hypervisor to see whether those changes has been applied or not. So like we deleted VDI 002, we'll select that, right click on that VDI and then click on edit settings, and you can see that the machine has now 1024 MB of memory, that is 1 GB of memory, and 2 CPU is added into this desktop. And previously, before deleting this desktop, I did show you that this desktop was having only 512 MB of memory and one CPU. Now after deleting and recreating this desktop, we can see that the changes which we have applied on the machine catalog is now applying on the existing desktop also, but we need to delete and we need to recreate all the existing desktop again. So this is how we can fix the issues for adding the more memory and more CPU into the existing catalog, into the existing machines and the new machines within the machine catalog. So guys, if you like this video, if you really like these videos, please don't forget to share it. And if you really think that this video is really informative for you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the notification for the other which I will upload in next couple of days. So guys, we'll catch you again in my next video. Till then, bye and take care.